Good evening from Toronto. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, the Grizzlies have long departed Vancouver. The Raptors are Canada's team. And right now, one of the most consistent in the NBA.
And this team has a whole country behind them, Ed, just not a city. And I'm so sick and tired of fans talking about this team can't make it out of the playoffs. They have the personnel to achieve the ultimate level of success, and that's winning an NBA championship.
No, in hockey terms, he's ready to drop the gloves. We're ready to go in this one in Toronto. Boston controls the tap. For the Raptors right now, it's twofold. Not just winning with Kawhi, but trying to keep Kawhi.
I think Toronto has to look at this as a one-year lease. You have to get as much out of Kawhi as you can. The goal is to win a championship, and the goal is to win one now.
Lowry. Rebound, Horford. Here's Irving into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Horford. Irving. Tough shot. Well defended. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Looking to make something happen. To Danny Green. The drive, right to the basket. Well done, Kyle Lowry. Missed his first, that one goes.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Irving into the front court. They trail by 2. To Horford. Tatum. His first effort off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. To Marcus Morris. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Baseline drive. And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Kawhi Leonard at the line for 2 shots. A career 84% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. The rebound comes down to Toronto. Lowry into the front court. Leads 3. Doesn't get the bounce. Kyrie Irving for 2. Jumper's good.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Lowry. Marcus Morris the rebound. He'll let one fly from half court. First quarter is complete. The Raptors in front. one quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
Toronto has the basketball. Leonard to Ibaka. Over to the right side. Green to the basket, but the shot won't go. Another follow, stays out. Irving to Marcus Smart. Runner here, won't go down. Lowry with it, leads just a point. To Danny Green. Ibaka to Leonard. Lowry, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Kyrie across the timeline, down a point. Nothing going here on that drive. Irving to Marcus Smart. Driving right to the basket. No good, and no foul. It's the Raptors with the basketball. Danny Green to Lowry. Here comes the screen. Well done, Kyle Lowry. He's 3 for 7.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. Lowry into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime. To Ibaka. Here comes the screen. Leonard. Deep right corner. Nothing going here on that drive. Lowry. From long range. Offensive board. To Lowry. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Kyle Lowry, muscle memory put to good use there.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Irving to Marcus Smart. Here comes the screen. The drive right to the basket. From the painted area, won't go down. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
That's the first foul and the last.
Kyrie Irving has got 2 shots coming. A career 87% from the line. First free throw is good. And gets both to drop at the line. Stuffs it down with authority. Desperation shot here from half court. That's it. First half has come to an end. The Raptors have the lead.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Raptors absolutely dominated the competition in the first half. And before the game, I had a feeling they might come out strong, but not like that. Needless to say, I'm a bit surprised by how well they executed their offense.
Game track. Missed threes.
The Boston Celtics are having problems defending the three in this matchup. You can guarantee the coaching staff is touching on that in the locker room. Most of their misses came in the opening quarter.
Player of the half. Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Celtics have it. To Marcus Morris. To Marcus Smart. Irving. To Marcus Morris. The shot clock expires. Lowry to Danny Green. Leonard to Danny Green. Shot from the lane won't go. To Irving. To Horford. Oh, he had it.
2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Leonard to Lowry. Danny Green to Leonard. 5 to shoot for Toronto. Beyond the arc for 3. Smothering D.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. 12-6, our score. Pascal Siakam to Leonard. Gets it in the right corner. Ibaka. It's Boston with the rebound. A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out. Leonard, there's the toss. Serge Ibaka slams it down.
Clean up in aisle 4. Repeat, clean up in aisle 4. If there's anyone from the weak side that wants to participate in this game defensively, please raise your hand.
Boston with the basketball. To Marcus Smart. Here comes the screen. Irving. They need something to go down. It's no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Here comes the screen. Kyrie gets a look. Can't hit. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Knocks it down. Off the step back. 3 quarters down. It's been all Raptors. Raptors ball as we get going here in the 4th. And if they were looking good at halftime, Jay, they're really looking good now.
They really turned up that intensity in the 3rd quarter. They were looking to put this game out of reach, and they've come out close to doing that.
Kawhi Leonard. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Old school equals high percentage.
Ball's controlled by Boston. To Marcus Smart. Irving to Horford. Not done yet. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
To Danny Green. Kawhi Leonard. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Irving with the basketball. Down by 15 to Marcus Smart. Horford. Screen coming. To Marcus Smart. Now Horford going to the line to shoot 2.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Al Horford, couple of free throws on the way. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Off the mark on the first free throw. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Toronto with the basketball. A drive baseline, but the shot won't go. Sizing up the defense to Irving. To Horford. There it is, Al Horford. He has struggled just a little bit, 2 for 5.
Leadership's greatest values occur in between the lines and not necessarily in the box score. And that's the type of leader that Al Horford is. He's the first all-star free agent to choose Boston in decades. And let me tell you this, the legacy of greatness runs deep in the family. His father, Tito Horford, was the first Dominican basketball player to ever play in the league, which goes to show you why Al has such a great feel for the game.
The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter, and there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Kyle Lowry with the rock. Screen coming. Marcus Morris. Huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Into the front court, it's Irving. His guys trail by 10. Lowry into the front court. Looking to make something happen. It's the Raptors with the victory as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Raptors dominated this game from beginning to end. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they scored their points. Check out the leading scores for the Toronto Raptors. The Celtics did not look good in this one, and neither did the score. And it's games like this where veteran players can be so important. They've been through these types of blowouts, and they know what it takes to keep a locker room united. The Celtics relied on these guys for their scoring here today.
Game track. Field goals.
The Boston Celtics were terrible with their shooting, and I'm pretty sure that's not news to anyone that's out there. What will become news, however, is if their poor shooting starts to create turmoil within the team. They really dug themselves a hole in the first two quarters.
Player of the game.
Lowry could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.